Welcome back, viewers at home. You're still tuned in right here on INX Prime Channel 345. Today, we are thrilled to have Mr. Sadath Khan with us. Now, Mr. Khan is a renowned life coach and facilitator known for his profound insight and transformative coaching methods. He will be a key speaker at the upcoming event, Mastery of Heart Over Mind workshop, a 3-day event taking place in Johannesburg. Now, this workshop promises to be an enlightening experience, helping participants to harness the power of their emotions and achieve greater harmony in their lives. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Khan. Welcome to INX Prime.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Now, to start off our conversation, Mr. Khan, can you tell us a bit about what really inspired you to become a life coach?
Being life coach is not my profession or a business. Basically, I'm an engineer by profession and a businessman, an editor of Islamic Voice, which I've been publishing for the past 35 years. And being in the Dawah field for 25 to 35 years, I went through that. We tell Islam is peace. Externally, we talk about peace. But fundamentally, we see that there is a lot of turmoil inside. There's a war internally. Externally, we say peace, but there's no peace inside. And that's the journey took into what is it that we say Islam is peace, and why I am not having peace within myself, in the family, around it, I don't see peace. This went into a search. Then I said, and then I started working on myself, and I started working what other communities are working for peace. There are many, many other spiritual gurus, they're working in this direction. I said, what they are doing. I started exploring. When I started exploring that, then I found that they are also similar on the what Islam is talking. Then I searched where any any person is doing on this perspective. There was no one. Then I said, I must take on this. So I took on this, that I should be that life coach or facilitator to pass on. Before that, 3 years I worked on myself. 1999 to 2001, I worked on myself to check what is it actually. So I worked on myself. When I said my shift happened, I was all living in my head for the past. Then in 2001, I really shifted from the mind to the heart, and my whole perspective changed. And this perspective, when I caught it, and my life altered, transformed, and I could see the peace within myself and around everywhere. Then within myself, then the calling comes within inside that I should pass on this to humanity. Then I start declaring to myself that I should stand to bring peace, happiness, love to humanity.
Now, your journey for being a facilitator, when did that begin?
It started in July 2002. And it started in July 2002, the first workshop. I said, how could I started creating modules to pass on this, my transformation, how could I give to others? So the journey began in 2002. In the first workshop had in Kolkata, and we had about 170, 180 participants. And in that, there was a great transformation in the participants, their lives could change. And that's the journey we began in India. And this is the 495 workshops I have completed. And in South Africa, I've been coming in 2006. Until now, we have done more than over 60 to 70 workshops.
Now, Mr. Khan, you shared that, it took, you looking into yourself and working on yourself, and it led you to a journey of now becoming a life coach. I want to just have you just summarize a bit for us in terms of what does it mean being a life coach, and what key principles guide your coaching philosophy?
The basic principles on which this workshop named as Discover Yourself is from the perspective of Allah. The Quran is the benchmark. So from that perspective, there are different facilitators, motivational speakers, and different this thing. They're doing from their own perspectives, especially the gurus and all that. But my whole perspective of this workshop is from the perspective of Islam, from the Quran, from the perspective of Allah. So from that perspective, I started to facilitate. The basic thing is they found principles, that is that Islam says that we are human being. I'm a human being, and this all are one family from Adam and Eve. We are all one family of humanity, and this humanity that we have to maintain that. But God created us in pure, perfect, whole, complete. But He says there are veils in front of our eyes. So these are the blind spots. People are stuck inside, and they cannot see that they are stuck, and they don't know how to come out of it. So I, as a facilitator, so in the 3 days workshop, my job is to make them see what they cannot see. So they go through that internal introspection in the 3 days, and they could find out the conditioning that has been done from the childhood, and they could able to see their blind spots and free themselves out. So the principles of laws of principles from the Quran I derive, and then on those basis I take them on a 3 day journey of internal.
Speaking on journeys, I believe there's an upcoming workshop in Johannesburg. Sounds quite fascinating. Can you give us an overview of what participants can expect over the 3 day workshop?
This workshop is for every human being of all the ages, from the child from 12 years to then any age they can attend. There's no restriction. See, the participants who walks in on the first day, they come out from the already preconceived notions, conditioned, and those things are been blocking them. In the workshop, the first day we do not do the workshop, we unlearn that or make them to see their conditions that have been done, and then they become free. That is the unlearning on the first day. Second day, when they come, we help them to take out the past that they are holding on to, freedom from the past, and then anxieties of the future. They get liberated from the past and the future, and then they live in the present and start live freely. So this workshop helps you to see inside what is going on and how do you come out of it. And I just as a facilitator help them. There is nothing as preaching, nor giving sermons, nor lectures. It is an interaction between the participants and this. In the dialogue, in the conversation, we take them to the experience them. My personal experience I share, and the participants share their personal experiences. In that conversation, the perception changes. So the first principle that we start with is Allah. It does not change the condition of people unless you do not change or shift inside. And that shift of perception, each one has stuck in. In the workshop, the perception changes to the reality perspective. They start seeing things from the reality perspective. Once this shift happens, their life transforms, changes. All the challenges that they are facing, they will be able to deal with it from a new perspective. So each participant will get a new perspective, a perspective that they can deal with any issues, challenges in their life.
Amazing, quite amazing. And I love the fact that, the Quran and, certain teachings of Islamic will be the basis of some of the, conversations and activities that will be, covered within the event itself. Now, just for viewers who are quite interested, will this event be only catering for Muslims only, or individuals who are quite interested in the workshop itself can attend?
This workshop is for all humanity because Islam is a message for humanity.
Definitely.
Muslims. So we and all the people of different sects or different religions, everyone attend. Because everybody are human beings and everybody are going through what they are going through in life. And everyone is searching for peace. They are searching for truth. And that this workshop gives them the clarity because they are blinded. The workshop removes the fog, removes the blinders, removes the veils, and gives them the clarity to live light in the reality. So every person can attend in this workshop, and we do not address the external issues, nor because I'm not a scholar, I do not address the Sharia, Fiqh, any other issues, nor we give fatwa. So anyone asks any questions regarding that, we say, please refer to the scholars. My job is to take them to the internal journey to bring them the peace, happiness, and inside there, internal, the character building. The whole workshop is to develop your ethics, morals, and see from that.
Now we're seeing that the event is themed under mastery of heart over mind. How do you see the balance of heart and mind influencing one's personal as well as professional life?
See, we take them to the fundamentals is that God has given us the body, the five senses, the mind, the rational mind, the logic, reason, and also the heart, the realization faculty. Now to the whole of education system, even I can say the religious education, is connecting the generation to the mind. No education in the university anywhere is given to connect the human being to the heart. And the Quran talks about heart, al-akhal, intellect. So this is talks about the heart. And this workshops helps you to give the clarity, the how to live the internal life from the heart and using the mind. Now all human beings, the mind is taken over the heart, and that's what is all the cause. The external is taken the internal, and that's why they are suffering inside. In the workshop, we are going to create a new life from the inside out, heart over the mind, and the mind becomes your control. God gave us the mind to use it, not to overrun us. So this is where the reverse process happens. People who all enter on the first day, they are conducted to the mind. Mind is nothing but a machine, a judgment machine. I am not the mind, I have the mind. I am not the body, I have the body. Who am I? So the body and mind has to be in my control. And that is what that workshop helps you to take the body and mind in your control and then work in this world to achieve what they want to achieve in life. And they get the mastery of it. And they have the power. Inside that, all that fears disappear. They get that confidence back. They get that childhood back, that being human there. So this distinction between this mind and heart, very clearly we explain, and they get it. And once they get it, their life transforms and they have a life of love, peace, happiness, and success in dunya and akhirah.
Amen. Jazakallah so much, Mr. Khan, for joining us, and we wishing you nothing but success for the event, and we hope that the participants actually end up achieving, the goals of having to internally find the peace of mind and being able to balance the idea of, mastering, mastering of heart over mind. Thank you so much for joining us.
Jazakallah. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Viewers at home, that was Mr. Sadath Khan, who will be hosting a workshop over the course of 3 days in Johannesburg. Now, it is themed Mastery of Heart over Mind. And make sure you do not miss out on that amazing event. Hope you did catch some of the details on our screen. But on that note, let's head over to an ad break. See you when we come back.